Welcome to Absolutely Marvel in DC, and today we're going to be discussing, I guess, two topics. One, are comic book movie analysts people like us getting desperate for clickbait, and has clickbait gone too far? Let me catch you up on what's going on. And Dylan, just for the sake of this, please put that scene up while I discuss this. But supposedly, WandaVision... Grab the TikTok. There's no way we're going to get flagged for the TikTok.
There we go.
Sure. You know what? I'll pull this. I'll pull the scene up. I'll try to find a good rip of it, and I'll just record it with my phone, so everybody can get the same effect that everyone else is getting, where it's being recycled 30 times over.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going on is the post-credit scene at the end of WandaVision. Supposedly, I'll get to the end of it. They've added Doctor Strange.
Right,
okay?
according to
the internet, they've added Doctor Strange. Now, the scene should be on the screen. I could see where this is going, like where people are getting this. But Dylan, you worded it best. What is this? What do you think this is?
What are we looking at here?
Yeah.
It's Bigfoot. It's flying Bigfoot. It's nothing. I don't think it's just... I don't know.
They made a change.
I don't even know if I agree that there's something there, because we've been discussing this like before we hit record, and Benny was just like, let's just record and talk about it. But it's so hard to compare the two. I've looked at like 2 or 3 different articles and like a one video now, and each article is pointing to a different part of the scene, saying that that's the thing that's added. And
right.
I'm like,
well, the guy I just saw was talking about how they changed the trees. They're less green.
They took away trees. They added trees. There were no trees in the March version, but now there's like a ton of trees. Trees galore.
So let's start with the first part of this.
Groot confirmed.
Are we at a point where the Marvel fandom as a whole is looking for anything to make a video about? Because if you Google WandaVision added scene, every top comic book thing is talking about this one.
That's right. Yes. I mean, I think it's...
I thought we were back to normal, though. We have shows. We have a movie coming. Like, I thought we had gotten back to normal. Where, we got clickbait and fun theories, but we weren't going to reach this hard.
No. You know why we are not getting any better? It's because... when we started, you went to YouTube, maybe there was like a clickbait article from every source that was like, crazy things you couldn't imagine and other crazy things you could. But now we've added another entire like world. Like we've added TikTok to the conversation. And it's like 1 million more people making 1 million more videos about the same things we're making videos about, or everyone else is making videos about. And so there's just any scrap of content can be mined. And
it really has gotten to that.
Right? Like I saw this, there's actually I think a better YouTube video that has like a side-by-side comparison to show you like what the difference is. But I saw the rumor about Doctor Strange's silhouette floating down to Wanda's cabin on TikTok, and it's like all blown up and zoomed in, and it does kind of look like a little like a little triangle kind of floating around. Okay. But I'm like, if they would change it, why would they make it something that's like so hard to see?
Yes, that is what. Now I pulled up the actual scene. The one thing none of us did prior to this. I just opened up Disney Plus and pulled the. Did you do the same thing?
Well, no, I'm looking at a more clear image of it now, and like I found a tweet that's showing what it is, and I can tell you, I can tell you exactly what this is. First, like I've read the one article that I completely dismissed this on also talked about this. It is an editing error. There is no way that this is intentional. What this is because it looks like the main thing they did was add trees, and when you do something like that in a scene like this, you're using to manipulate, environments. You're going to use a lot of what's called content-aware fill. You can call it whatever. Adobe calls it content-aware fill. Essentially what that is it's AI trying to figure out what your image is and what you're trying to add into it, and it uses AI to fill that in and make it look, nicer. and that this little blur here, you can see as the camera is moving around, it's filling stuff in as if you were trying to like patch in what would be there. That's all that this is.
Like a video game that's trying to save memory so it doesn't load the environment, and as you enter the environment, it adds the environment in front of you.
Right. It's just I don't know why they changed this or like how they didn't catch that, but it's
what it looks like. And so here, I agree with you, Dylan. Watching this action, not some guy's little TikTok video. I could see when you're watching a blurred version, it very much becomes Bigfoot. Because it becomes what you want it to see. It's like a line, and then almost looks like it could be Doctor Strange's cape.
Right.
But
like
when I'm watching
down.
it on my monitor, like actually watching WandaVision, it just looks like, because it alters, like you said. It's not just a silhouette floating down.
Yeah.
It alters as it. So here's the question: why did they add trees?
Right.
Because that's what started this.
I have no idea. Maybe they're doing reshoots or maybe I don't know. Are they shooting Multiverse of Madness right now?
Yeah,
or maybe they're doing.
Either they have shot it or they are shooting it.
Yeah,
I know Elizabeth Olsen is on set now. Whether or not that means they've started, ended, or they're going, who knows? But
I would imagine they maybe changed the location, or they decided to up the foliage in like for Multiverse of Madness, and just like to like jump on that, they decided to add trees to make it look more like it's going to look in that movie.
Literally, it's Doctor Strange's going to float down in front of the cabin, and he's going to have trees behind him. And they went, but there's no trees in the shot. Let's just add some freaking trees. We got the money. Let's just do that.
So then my follow-up then is, should they be able to change? Like, that's the issue I have with things only living digitally. I can't go buy WandaVision. So now, other than the YouTube videos that are showing how it looked in March, this is it. This is the version now with a Bigfoot Doctor Strange.
Yes. Yeah. A weirder looking shot. Congratulations.
For sure.
A faker looking shot. They also digitally removed some kind of debris, or maybe it was a duck in the river. Like they decided to change some things. The red effect when at the very last shot when she like notices her children screaming. Like it went to a hard bright red. Now it faded into like a more of a maroon. Like, okay. At the end of the day, it's their intellectual property. It's their art. If they want to change it, it's their prerogative. But once you create a piece of work and you put it out into the world, that is the world's art. And it's like when we had this debate like a long time ago in, I think, Lord of the Rings, when like there was a car in the background that drove past, the hobbits running in the field. And,
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Peter Jackson was like, I remember his famous reaction was, "What car?" Because he had changed the digital print. And so if you saw it in theaters, like you saw the car, but if you saw it on DVD, there was no car anymore. And he's like, I don't remember there being but he's like, I don't remember there being a car. Do you? And it's like, okay. I remember in comics, what was it? When Death of the Family happened, Joker's dialogue was suggestive and more flirtatious with Batman. And then when it came out in Comixology, they changed it. And it was like they reduced it. They made fewer suggestive references and just changed the dialogue overtly. And then in the trade paperback version, I think they changed it back to the original version. But like,
I have a better example of that.
Yeah,
Batman's dong.
Right.
They literally changed that across the board. So now it's just a blip in comic book history when they showed Batman's penis.
Yeah, and good luck finding a copy because they're all slabbed.
Right.
You'll never be able to open one.
I should do that. I should slap that. It's in my long box just sitting over there.
Mine too.
What do you think, Dylan? You're the editor here.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say one last thing because I know there's already people in the comments going, but no, if you look at it just like, look, I'm going to agree with Dylan on this one because the fact of the matter is this. If they were going to even put a silhouette of Doctor Strange, if that was going to be edited in, it would look like it wouldn't be a weird, multicolored, like if they're going to do it, they would have just done it.
They're not thinking of us. They're not like, well, the YouTubers could really use a thing to complain or to pick apart and analyze.
I can't wait to see TikTok blow up.
Yeah.
This was probably just some mistake that it was a rush job for whatever reason. Maybe a trailer for Multiverse of Madness is gonna drop soon, and they were just like, "Oh, we gotta fix this. Like, we gotta make it look visually good." You don't need to. You don't.
No.
But like, some higher up was like, maybe the director Scott Derrickson. That's who's directing Multiverse of Madness, right?
It's Sam Raimi.
It's Sam Raimi? That's right, it is Sam Raimi. They switched that years ago, didn't they?
Yes,
this
they
point.
did. Well, Derrickson got pissy and left.
That's right. I forgot. He did the first one. Anyway.
He did the first one, yes.
I could actually, Sam Raimi makes a little more sense. I could definitely see Sam Raimi being like, it's gotta work. It's gotta all look the same.
Yeah. Well, he's like, here's the thing. The cabin I'm gonna use is the cabin from Evil Dead. And it has more trees.
Fair.
I wouldn't even doubt him doing. Now I want to watch Evil Dead again.
No.
I was just playing Sea of Thieves with the new Pirates of the Caribbean expansion. I'm like, I want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean again. Now you're making me want to watch Evil Dead. I'm just gonna have a binge movie afternoon at my house today.
There you go. Nice.
But yeah, I don't know like how this got through. I think it was probably some kind of rush job. I doubt we'll ever know, which is a shame, because I think it's, for me at least, it's interesting I don't care if this is Doctor Strange. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
What are
anything.
you going to do if it does come out that it is Doctor Strange now? Like, that was the intention this whole time. And I'm agreeing with you. I think this is a Bigfoot moment. whoever's
responsible for this should probably get a stern talking to. If it was supposed to be Doctor Strange, they should get fired.
Right.
Because it looks not good.
I'm thinking maybe what they'll do is it's like that. Feige's just like, God, you guys, and now it will be Doctor Strange. Like, it was just an editing screw up, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna. It's probably for like the trailer shot, like you said. Like, we're gonna show Wanda go into her cabin. People go, oh, I saw that on TV during the pandemic. When they're watching the trailer. And then Doctor Strange's going to show up. And it's like, oh, this is the movie. But yeah, maybe they'll add him in.
Later. I mean, I could also see, like, maybe, because what would make more sense to me is this, because it looks like a rush patch job, like they were removing something.
Yeah.
And it's possible they did do a new version of this cut for when Multiverse of Madness comes out, where Doctor Strange actually is there, and this is an establishing shot before they cut to him, and they removed him in a really rushed way, and that's what we're seeing.
Yes,
so,
we're seeing a recreated shot. That's
right.
Oh my God, we're incepting ourselves. No.
So for viewers' sake, I'm going to give you exactly what Dylan is suggesting. Yeah. They recreated this shot because it will have Doctor Strange, but they removed him so we wouldn't see it this early, which created the glitch.
Yes, and in like November, it will be put back, and you'll have Doctor Strange.
They'll lift the weird Bigfoot layer, and you'll just actually see Doctor Strange's silhouette there.
Yeah.
Oh man. No. Oh, you know what I am going to say? One thing I love about having this channel is we can have these discussions where we just go, what were you all thinking, comic book YouTubers? And be in that. It's like a metaception of calling out everyone else.
Damn right.
I will say, before this, I was like, this is too far even for us. Yep. Like, in terms of, like, using this as, like, a clickbait discussion thing. But now that we're through the discussion and we're all kind of in agreement that this is stupid, I'm okay with this video existing.
Think of a fun name for this. Dylan.
You're wrong. That's what it's called.
Yeah, the thumbnail, I'm sure, will be like Doctor Strange with big, like, googly eyes. Like, whoa, is he in there?
Yeah, perfect. And get a circle around him and an arrow point. 16 arrows.
Okay, throw Bigfoot in there.
We got to be willing to watch one bad movie if we're wrong. If we are straight up wrong, if Feige comes out like Wednesday and he's like, "What'd you guys think of our Doctor Strange post-credit scene?"
Well, he might do that just with tongue firmly planted in cheek, where he's just like, "Hey, did you guys catch the Doctor Strange cameo?"
I'll put it out there. If that happens, we will watch David Hasselhoff's Nick Fury.
Oh, sure. I'm down. Never seen it.
Hey, you don't want to see Sal's face?
I'm sure it's terrible.
I've seen some of it. It's not. No.
Oh, I've seen all of it. But anyway, moving on. This is Absolutely Marvel at DC. I'm Benny. That is Sal. That is Dylan. And let us know about your Bigfoot sightings. We'll see you next time right here